do you remember me? You're like, huh? Oh, and the chocolate's like, hey, it's me. Come eat me. Hey guys, s.k.y here for s.k.y, and thank you so much for joining us for today's topic. The problem is not you. The problem is me. But before we get into this topic, thank you so much. If you're new today, go ahead, hit the subscribe, smash that notification bell, and like and comment below. I want to hear what you think about today's talk, and of course it feeds the algorithm. All right, so let's get into the topic. The problem is not you, it's me. And this is one of the truest statements that a human being has ever made. So let me first prove it to you. Let's take a look at a situation. Let's pretend you wake up in the morning to the phone ringing. The phone rings, you pick it up. Hospital. Your mom and your dad and your dog got into a car accident. They're all dead. You hang up the phone. How do you feel? You don't even want to get out of bed. But you pull yourself out. You go to the bathroom to brush your teeth. First problem. You run out of toothpaste. What do you want to do? You'd be like, you want to smash the mirror, right? And then you got to go to school, but you get to the bus stop and you just missed the bus. How do you feel? What do you want to do? You're like, you start cursing God. Finish school, on the way back, cars driving by, hits a puddle, water all over your face and all your clothes. Muddy water. What do you do? How do you feel? And we're like, man, those are brutal. That is like the worst day ever. But now, let's rewind. And we're gonna go back to the beginning of the day when you wake up to a phone call. But I'm gonna change that phone call. You pick up the phone, and it's your mom. Thank God, right? Thank God. You're like, Mom, what is it? Honey, we won the lottery. What? Check your bank account. And then you hang up the phone, you check your bank account, and guess what? $1 million in your bank account. Now, how do you feel? You're like, whoa! Then you go to the bathroom, same problem. What happens? You run out of toothpaste. What do? How do you feel? Are you gonna be like, and smash the window? You're gonna be like, no big deal. Just buy new teeth, right? And then you miss the bus. You're gonna feel just like devastated? No, you're gonna be like, just buy a car. And then on the way back home, same problem. Car comes by, water splashes on you. What do you say? Guess what? Just buy new clothes anyways. I needed new clothes anyways. So here's the thing. The same three problems in both situations. What's the difference? The difference is here. You see, when you look in life, everyone's gonna go through problems in life no matter what. We all have issues we go through, but the biggest issue we're facing is not the problem itself. It's about your mind. How strong or how weak your mind is at that moment. Because if the issue was really the problem itself, then it wouldn't matter what your mind thought. Because if the problem is the problem, then you would always have the same reaction. But it's not about the problem. Why? The problem changes according to how you're feeling and how you're thinking. The issue is not about others or things outside or the problem itself. The actual issue we're dealing with in life is yourself. Think about this. Haven't you guys ever wanted to become healthier? Right? I'm gonna start exercising. I'm gonna start eating. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of chocolate, right? So what happens is you just made up your mind to go on this healthy diet, no more chocolate. You go to 7-Eleven to buy 2 liters of water, and as you walk into 7-Eleven, there's the chocolate aisle. But what happens? I just made up my mind to take a diet. So guess what? I won't even look at you, chocolate, and just walk by, take the water, drink 2 liters, and buy another one like, yeah, more water, less chocolate. Now, let's just say what happens about a month later. And, in most cases, a lot of people don't continue their diets and they kind of start to, they're not so strong anymore. So the next time you're going to 7-Eleven to get some water, what happens? You walk by the chocolate aisle and all of a sudden you hear this, psst. Huh? Psst. Hey, it's me. Chocolate. Do you remember me? You're like, huh? Oh, and the chocolate's like, hey, it's me. come eat me. Of course, if you saw that, you'd probably run away. But you know, the chocolate's like, what's going on? The chocolate's talking to me. I want to eat this chocolate. But you're like, no, I gotta run away. And you run to get another bottle of 2-liter water. And you're like, oh no, I gotta go back through that chocolate aisle. Oh my gosh. You start walking by. He's like, don't you miss me? And you're like, oh, and you buy the chocolate bar, and you eat all the chocolate. And you start eating chocolate all over again. What's the problem, guys? Honestly, does a chocolate really talk to you? Honestly? Is a chocolate really saying, hey, come and eat me? It doesn't do that. Problems are problems and they're static. Guess what? Chocolate doesn't talk. Guess what? Toothpaste doesn't talk. Missing the bus doesn't talk. Where is the talking going on? It's all up here. You have to realize the first issue we deal with more than anything else in life is all inside your head. The problem is not you. The problem literally is me. Depending on your state of mind, allows a problem, the exact same problem, to be too difficult or super easy. Which means, what is the thing that we have to work on more than anything else? People keep thinking we have to keep gaining stuff in this world, just work more, do this, do that, get more things. But the thing people have to realize is, you need to develop and work on yourself. You have to train your mind to become stronger. And the only way to train it is to go through difficulties. And I'm gonna tell you guys, the word I wanna teach you today is the word resilience. Resilience is such a powerful word. It means the ability to bounce back, to recover from a difficult situation. And the only way you're gonna work on that muscle of resilience to be able to overcome a lot of difficulties is by going through difficulties instead of running away from them. Now, have you guys ever heard of the word ghosting? Ghosting, for me, I've never heard of it until like in the recent, last 5 years. Ghosting is you have a problem, someone doesn't like you, you ghost them by, you never talk to them again. Someone texts and they never text you back. That's what ghosting is. It is the most ridiculous thing. Why? Problems are not resolved by doing nothing. The problem will always be there. Guess what? If you ghost someone, and then what happens? The next time you see them walking down the street, what are you gonna do? Oh my gosh. And you get so stressed, you have to go across the street or you have to pretend and ignore them. Ghosting is not solving, right? Running away from someone is not solving a problem. You have to learn by exercising the muscle of resilience by doing what? By resolving little issues and bigger issues and bigger issues. I'm telling you guys, this is a thing that's gonna help you. You might think that, oh no, how do I strengthen my mind? You only strengthen it by getting over these difficulties step by step, little by little, little by little, and then your resilience muscle begins to strengthen. And then when these big problems happen, what happens to you? You can overcome them. Even though you get bad news, you don't let it affect other people, right? In the Bible, one of these powerful verses is about the bitter cup of suffering, right? And in the Bible, there's like, can you drink the cup of suffering? But the problem that people have is when you spill the cup into another situation. That's the worst thing, right? This is what people do a lot. You have one problem here, then a friend comes who has nothing to do with that problem, but you get mad at them too. You spilled your cup of suffering onto the next situation, right? And this is what our minds are doing because we don't build the resilience. We keep that emotion to the next and the next and the next. And you start harming people that have nothing to do with it. We have to build the resilience. What does that mean? As crazy as it sounds, you need to start dealing with your problems from the littlest ones. Someone doesn't text you or they said something that you might get hurt by. Just ask them, oh, what did you mean by this? That's dealing with it. Instead of spending 2 days in your mind being so pissed at this person, but then later after 2 days, you realize they didn't mean it. They meant something else. What have you done? You've caused yourself to suffer for 2 days in absolute anger. For what reason? No reason whatsoever. All you had to do was ask, right? That's all you had to do, right? We have to learn by going through the difficulties and handling them. It is tough, but it's the only way to work on this resilience muscle. All right, everyone, I hope you guys had a great time with today's talk and I hope it helps you out too. If anything else, I want you guys, if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe, smack that subscription bell, like and comment below. And if you really like the content today, just go ahead and share it with other people. All right, guys, have a wonderful time and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.